It's 2026, and if you've been lifting for a while, you're probably wondering again, what more could I do that could actually get me better results other than just working harder? I feel like after some time and effort in the gym, we naturally grow pretty confident towards lifting in general. But till this day, I will still find new things to learn and new concepts that meets the eye. So these are 3 things I changed that gave me better clarity, less pain, and better progress. And the last one till this day is still one of my favorite cause I never expected one small change could make such a big difference. Personally, I always follow a push-pull leg split. That is what I thought until I realized that it was actually just a bro split. In my mind, push resonated with chest, triceps, shoulders, while pull resonated with biceps, forearms, and back. And legs, I guess, are legs in the end. It just didn't really hit me that I could actually distribute these exercises throughout the week to make sure that I can actually train the muscle group at least twice a week. So my workouts throughout the week became something like a dedicated chest day, a dedicated arm day, and so on. But don't get me wrong, I still got satisfying results after sticking to this plan long enough. It just shows that consistency and pushing hard enough is still the most important thing than what split you actually choose. But this whole idea actually came when I scrolled on a short which said something like, your muscles don't need a week apart to fully recover. The concept of doing the same weekly volume but smartly distributed was a concept that actually made sense to me. So over the past few months, I've actually tried to put an extra chest exercise or leg exercise at least 2 days apart throughout the week. And to my surprise, it actually didn't bring any fatigue from the previous session. So my current conclusion is that it could be a promising switch, and if you've been lifting for a while and want to find that extra edge, this could be the switch you're looking for. At least for me, I'll be trying out this for this year, and I'll be making a video on it to test how effective it is, so subscribe to stay tuned. For now, we'll be moving on to a tweak that really solved a big pain point in my lifting journey. If I had to recall when was the last time I took at least 2 L's towards the same thing, it will definitely be warm-ups. Now we all know why warm-ups are important, and I had to learn it the hard way, which was the first L I took. But I never really knew how important warming up the rotator cuffs were or what rotator cuffs are in general. So you know the feeling of shoulders hurting and one of your arms just losing stability when doing an incline dumbbell press? I will always wonder, what the hell is actually wrong with me? Is it just my body, or is it that I'm doing something wrong? It sucks cause I felt like I could do more, but evidently I couldn't. Until a short from Squat University completely saved my life. I remember the title going something like, this is how to get rid of shoulder pain. So to simply put it in the words that are easy to understand, weak and undertrained rotator cuffs are the missing piece. At least that was the case for me. So train them and warm them up like this. Simple, right? I started the week 10 to 15 reps of this band rotator cuff exercise, and magically enough, my shoulder pain really did start to go away. Now you're probably thinking, what tweak could be better than a tweak that fixes shoulder pain? Well, that tweak is amazing, and it can be done as simple as using a pen and paper. Progressive overload is one of the, if not the most important factor when it comes to building muscle. It could be adding a little plate, tweaking the tempo, and it could even be adding one more rep. But here's the issue. Can you remember how many reps of squat you did on your last leg day? I bet not. You probably can't even recall the exact number. Well, at least I can do it. I feel like nowadays, our minds are already processing so much. So why not let something as simple as a pen and paper do the heavy lifting for us? Which brings us to today's sponsor. Nope, just kidding. This channel has not yet got a sponsor deal. So if you're interested, drop me an email. Anyway, here are the 2 best things that happened after I started logging out my workouts. 1, I had more clarity. I could clearly see that some exercises had no improvement at all for at least months, which really slapped me in the face. 2nd, it gives you the chance to reevaluate a certain exercise and find out exactly what's wrong with it and why you're not improving. And after finding out what's wrong, work on it. How logging my workouts made me feel was like, it was this missing cog in the whole structure of my workouts, if that makes sense. So if you're training hard and going nowhere, this probably is the missing piece for you too. For apps, I personally use this app called Gym King, but it is a paid app and I'm not sure if it is available on Android. But you guys are smart. I believe you can find a free alternative if you don't want to pay for anything. And if you want a detailed breakdown on the system I use to log my workouts to make sure it goes smoothly, click the link in the pinned comment and I will send it to you. That wraps up this video. If you're serious about making 2026 different, I hope this gave you something practical to think about. And I know I'm still far from being the best I could, so feel free to comment on what you think and what you would like to see me do for future videos, what could improve, and even if you don't like me, I guess you should leave a comment too to help the YouTube algorithm boost this video up. As always, there's a link to sign up for my free newsletter down below the description. And don't worry, your data is not being misused. All you'll be getting are fitness tips, things I learned along the way, and things I'm currently working on. That's it, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.